Good morning, hello, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Today is another day of triathlon training. You join me today on the Sunday club ride, the staple in the training week. Now, in the next few weeks, I will unfortunately have to ride on my own, or if I can recruit one or two others to accompany me and, you know, build up this Sunday long ride to 5, 6, 7 hours perhaps. But today, I've only got to do 3.5 to 4. So the 60 odd mile club ride will be fine. We're actually heading out to Nottinghamshire way today. So it's only like 3,500 feet of climbing. So maybe I can get around with the faster boys. My ride yesterday, I cut my session well short, so I should be a bit fresher. So we'll see how that goes. The cafe stop isn't until 3/4 of the way through, so I might just roll through, but I'll see how I feel. And yeah, just looking forward to a bit of social, to be honest, because I find it hard, you know, as triathletes train our own quite a lot, don't we? I quite like training with other people. So just look forward to getting out with some mates. Although it does look like it's going to rain. That is not ideal, but well, it's not forecast, so that's what I'll say when I'm stopping right through. But let's go and catch up with the guys. It's also really stormy today. It's really muggy and warm, but windy as hell. We've got a crosswind for the majority of the route, so we'll try and stay safe.
There is an alarming amount of James Saxby's backside on this channel at the minute, but that's what I've been staring at, so that's what you've got to watch. So first few miles of the ride, a bit damp under wheel, so just taking it cautious on the corners, but we're already starting out as we mean to go on. This isn't like a classic Sunday club ride where you ride around two abreast or chatting, etc. It is a bit more like full gas than that. A few of the guys who, you know, go on these club rides, this is their events. They don't do any other racing or anything, so to them to perform well on the club ride is like a box ticked, and that's absolutely fine. We all have different objectives. It's just unfortunate that their objectives make me suffer.
Every now and again I get comments saying, oh, you've got clip-on bars on a group ride, bad etiquette, etc. This is why. Because when I'm dropped, to stand any chance of getting back on, I need to be more aero. And it's good training. And it's absolutely fine. They're not a risk to anything. If you're crashing at 30 miles an hour, you've got bigger problems. Anyway, the lads have dropped me, obviously, thanks for that. Blustery. I've ridden hard the first hour. I can't ride 3.5 hours flat out. That'll normalise like 280, which is plenty for me. So, see you later, lads.
We did have one small section of tailwind, but because the wind was quite strong today, we actually snagged a couple of KOMs. Now, when I say we, I mean me, because as you can see, I'm dangling off the back of the group here. It's just because I don't want to be right on top of other people while we're going through like twisty country lanes and stuff. And because of when we've gone through segment starts and finishes, as I've been concertinaing off the back of the group, I've just gone through a segment a couple of seconds faster than the guys in front. So cheers, lads, appreciate it.
I'm just going to warn you, lads, this gel Adverstad says Nitro Plus on the front. So get ready.
You better get off the front then.
No, yeah, you boys wait. Yeah, you'll need them arm warmers off, Dean. Come on, get ready. Here he is, rider at you. You alright? Yeah. I'll drop it round in a bit. It's funny because the bike's only 15-year-old, isn't it? No. Just about worn in. Yeah, is that its first chain as well?
Yeah, I had it off Ali.
The last 15 miles or so, we're pretty much into a block headwind, which was actually quite good for me because my strategy of sitting in the line means that it's easier for me to hang on than it was earlier in the ride when it was like a crosswind or even a cross headwind. So yeah, this was good. I was having to press on a lot, but I was actually feeling like my legs were okay. I felt worse at probably 90 minutes than I did at 2.5 hours. So to put some, 380 to what's there, just put some trust in the fact that, you know, training does work.
Oh, okay, ride done and dusted. It's the earliest I've ever been back from a Sunday ride. I think it's 20 to 12, so still got a large part of the day left. This camera is saying no batteries and there's not one inserted. I think there is GoPro. Right, I'm gonna get shower, changed, have lunch, then I'm gonna talk about that ride in a bit more detail because, man, it was hard and I want to try and squeeze some positives out of it because it was quite difficult at times. See you in a minute. Okay, so if you think I look tired, that's because I am. I've just been nastily, really nastily actually, woken up from my little sofa nap this afternoon. Haven't I, Liz? Liz is not
tired.
I know you are. That's not why you're being grumpy.
I'm never grumpy, I'm an angel.
Liz is drinking the flask of tea that she took with her coffee this morning. And you've been out, what, all day, and you reckon it's still hot?
It's red hot. It's gorgeous.
Shows you a flask.
Hang on.
Come on, let's have a look.
Cute.
Very nice. Right, Liz, where have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been on a group hike with Bex. We've been... Let me get it up before you ask me these questions. We've been round Eam Moor and Sir William Trigg.
Are you sure that's how it's pronounced?
Don't know. That's what Bex says it's pronounced like. And then we went to this vintage tea rooms, which was my idea, in Eam. And it was the most crazy place.
Was it? Why?
It was like you went into someone's kitchen to pay. It's only open on a Sunday and Monday. You basically sat in a converted, old-fashioned stone garage to eat. It was just so bizarre.
Cool. What did you have?
A gorgeous piece of homemade Victoria sponge cake and a tea in a teapot.
And how far did you walk?
Just over 7 miles we've done.
Was it hilly?
Really hilly.
Did you need walking poles that you've
We didn't get poles out today. No.
Oh, after all the how-tos we've been through, I had to use them poles.
We'll use them next time when it's just me and Bex. We didn't need them on today's walk.
And you even went through the height calculator to have set them at the right height.
Sorted for next time.
So what's your plan now?
I need to sleep, I'm so tired.
You can't be necking coffee if you want to try and nap. Well, how was your ride, Daniel? Well, actually, it was alright. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm too tired.
Let's remember who the star of this show is.
Me. Me and Bex have been talking today about our video plans.
Oh, God.
And I said to you the other day, it's not all about you.
What's your video plans then?
We're just planning our Leeds video and stuff.
Our Leeds video. Got it. Bear in mind, right, for Leeds, I mean, this is completely excessive, but I have 2 videographers coming with me to the event. Brilliant, hopefully making a great video. But all Liz can think about is that she wants to make a video with a GoPro about something during the day. Great. Glad to hear that you're on board.
Yeah, Bex is going to put a picture to you of what we're going to do. We've been talking about it today.
Why does she just picture to me? Just do it.
Because you told me I couldn't do it.
No, I told you. Don't do it at like the expense of the actual event video. Don't like go away and we're doing our own video and then...
No, we're doing our own video and your event video.
God, sounds like a busy day.
Yeah.
Okay. So the ride was good. It was hard. I went with the fast group who, you know, they're good bike riders, but they're, you know, by no means elite, so I should be able to ride with them. And it was only 3,500 feet of climbing on the route, which is pretty flat for us. There was no like long sustained climbs, and I only got dropped a couple of times. They did wait for me. And for the most part, I was okay, but I was very much a passenger. I was clinging on, picked up a couple of KOMs just through sort of like slingshotting on off the back.
Well, you obviously dropped that in, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you noticed, but a couple of KOMs, which of course the guys are really happy for me that I've got. Yeah. They're really happy for me, Liz, because they did all the work and I've just like beat them on loads of segments by like 1 or 2 seconds. They're really happy about that because we're a team. But the reason I let myself do that was to ride hard was because of yesterday's session. I didn't do my planned interval turbo session, so I knew I needed a bit more intensity in this week. So that just ticked the box for that. So whilst I haven't done my like long endurance ride of the week, I guess that's where I just try and place trust in the fact that I've done this for years and years now. I've got like endurance in the system. I don't need to always be doing those long rides. Of course I do need to do them, but in a week I'm better getting my structure in, I think. But anyway, we'll see what coach has to say. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I've only done just over 11 hours on the bike this week, which is 4 or 5 hours less than I have been doing. But I'm feeling pretty fatigued from it. Like the week after a couple of events last weekend, that's about as good as I could have hoped for. So I'm really happy with that, and just looking forward to building upon that this week. It's bank holiday Monday tomorrow, so we're going to go out on the gravel bikes and have a nice ride tomorrow morning, aren't we, before the rain and wind comes in. If the weather still looks okay.
I want to that White Peak loop, hopefully, is the plan.
Okay.
Will you come with me?
Yeah, we'll come with you.
Will you have at least one campy stop with me?
Yeah, yes I will. And we're doing a ride next weekend, aren't we? That you've planned us in for. Shall we keep that as a bit of a surprise though? Yeah,
we'll keep that as a surprise in case it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay, right, so I'm going to end today's video there. I'm not going to nap anymore. We have... what have we got now? Yeah, some of the afternoon, some of the evening left, so like, you know. Oh, thanks for the sausage rollers that you picked up from... Where have you picked up
Adam's
from?
Happy Hands.
Adam's Happy Hands, apparently. Appreciate it. Right, hit like, subscribe. See you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Bye.